Alright, no one asked for it, but here it is. The Pyrus Howlkor deck that'll take the lives of many brawlers. Many stupid fools who think that they can stand up to the best deck of the game! Deck profiles are freaking boring, so let's get this over with. First one up on the chopping block is Resurgence Ultra. One of the main early fighters for the deck. Well, the only early fighter for the deck, because its Evo is a 2 cost that is just bonkers with Fury. I gave it the 250 plus 3 Fire Fist because you kind of need the extra B power, or else you'd go big damage with the plus 6 Fire Fist. And then I don't have another 150 plus 2 Green Fist, or else that would easily replace that one. Now we have the best Fat Boy. Unfortunately, he would probably be the first to go with any reorganization of this deck, just because his Evo is not really good when it comes to... And I never use it for setting up Fury, so that's a myth I just want to nip in the bud right now. That's not something I do. It's just a convenient thing I get off Dan or Air Zero, especially when I have a full hand, because I love it when that happens. Same thing, plus 152, there's the single one I mentioned earlier, and then of course Magic Shield's Magic Shield, and the main use for this guy is going first, because 1150 is not horrible, especially in BR when this was, and yeah, he can block. So I spin this little idiot all the way to the far reaches of the Matrix, and hopefully he catches a body along the way. So that's mainly his use for now. I just really love his mold, and there's really not much else to go off of that. Now, the undisputed champion of this deck, the reason that people cower in fear when they see me go to the locals of like 2 other people, Pyrus Howlkor Ultra. Yes, he is bad until you get his Evo, but this is the whole reason that we run this deck, is that Evo, and we have plenty of ways of cheesing him out, so don't you worry. Alright, let's shotgun this out. Alright, first off, boom, 3 Evos, Hyper Howlkor Ultra, the reason this deck exists. Boom, that guy, Turtonium Ultra. He's a 4-cost Evo. When you play it, you discard your whole hand. That's not a good thing, because we don't run a lot of discard fodder, and anyone who runs this in a Mono Darkus deck just to activate a bunch of discard fodder is a loony bin, and I don't want to talk to them. But 15 damage incorporates into the team attack very well. You're hitting big boy damage for any team attack that you administer with this deck, and it leaves people running for the hills. Then we have our earlier attacker, Resurgence Ultra with Fury. He's at 1512 damage. That is not something to laugh at, especially when you have Might of Sindius and Map in this deck. So big damage is king. Shade Blade, 0 cost. Empty out my hand. I don't want it. I want Fury and damage. So this facilitates that. Boom, quick fire, no hand, take damage. I get to reroll because I miss a lot. I'm bad. Super Fuel! Super Fuel! Super Fuel. He cheeses out. It's Super Fuel. He cheeses out whatever you want in your hand. It's Super Fuel. Sifting Ashes. I need to dig to get Howlkor to my hand, or at least somewhat close, because if your opponent does damage to you and all your Howlkors are gone, the game is over. Just wrap it up. You're not winning with this 102 pixie that you got going on in your last line of defense. Because if you can't get him off, you're going to be stuck on him, and you have your other Bakugan open, so you're never going to see a team attack in your life. Boom, Might of Sindius, talked about it earlier. The winner is decided by damage this turn instead of B power. Extra epic. Then we got Air Zero. It's a bad card, but in this deck you need it, because there's pretty much no other way to get Hyper Howlkor Ultra off except if you cheese him out by any means necessary. Plus, the main reason I really like this deck is because it's super hype. when you pull off that random crap off Dan, off Air Zero, the last Hail Mary attempt, it gives you a massive endorphin rush because you know you just gambled your way into finals. Boom. Song of Fire. Again, Super Fuel into Song of Fire into Hyper Howlkor Ultra. Epic 3-card combo. They will never see it coming. Then, other cheesing methods. Dan. Pretty much Super Fuel Dan turn 2 is an amazing strategy for getting your deck online. You will lose a lot of battles, but you'll win the war. 3. Mac. As I said, you gotta be winning off damage because with 100 B power, you're sure not winning off of B power. Boom. 2 Sonic Shields. Defense is vital. We're not running a bunch of flips like a maniac though because we like an aggro style. We're not a bunch of wimps. And then Sonic Shield is one of the best flips in the game because Fire Fists are seen everywhere. However, Green Fists are not very much so. Confuse is just the better one right now, especially with Power Creep Boys and all that right now. But we're talking about BR. We're not talking about AA. Boom. Pact of Darkness. Do you see black cards here? Do you see a Darkus Bakugan? You're going to see 3 of this card. It's like if you see red, you're seeing Super Fuel. That's it. Look, I don't have much time. They found out that I uploaded this deck. Spin Master, Ventus Knight, and their many fake ninjas are coming after me.
Hey Brawlers, it's Ventus Knight.
Take this knowledge and show them we can't be bullied around anymore. And Mom, I know I haven't always shown you that I love you, that I appreciate you. And I'm sorry I kept this a secret from you. But this had to be blown open. Someone had to do it. I love you, Mom. More than anything. I gotta go. Long live Pyrus Howlkor.
Hey Brawlers, it's Ventus Knight.